What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's J-Boz. How you doing? Honestly, I had to look what channel this was to even know what channel this was going up on, because I fucking forgot, to be honest with you. Like, I haven't made a YouTube video in fucking years. It's been 2 years. Maybe going on for 3 soon. I don't know. And I watched my first video and the intro literally said, "This is my new channel, I'm irrelevant." But that's the old Jaden. A lot's happened within them 2 years. And what's happened within the last 2 years is partially what this story time's going to be about. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers experience their experience with drugs, say their experience with drugs, sorry, and like their stories with them. And I quite like that, so I thought I'd share some of mine on this YouTube channel. I don't know why I said it like that. That was very odd. But yeah, that is gonna be today. Today I'm going to be explaining my first time ever smoking weed. Wow, that was actually not too long ago. Now, if I think about it, it wasn't too long ago. Yeah. But anyway, let me start from the beginning. So I'm around my girlfriends, still together. So you know something's worked out. But anyway, I'm around my girlfriends at the time. At the time of the story, by the way. So yeah. Anyway, oh my god, I'm dragging this one. Anyway, I'm around my girlfriends, and we're talking. You know, we're chatting, and I'm like, I might buy some weed, and this is like the first time ever. And she's like, yeah, definitely, you should get some, and then we can smoke it. And I'm like, alright, you fucking crackhead. Obviously, at the time, didn't know what crackhead probably was. Now I know. But anyway, so you know, I'm thinking, who can I hit up? Who can I buy some weed off? And then there's this guy called, let's say Max. I don't know why I said it like that. His name is Max. You're never gonna know who he is. I don't need to hide his identity. But anyway, his name's Max, and me and Max used to go to high school together. So and I knew everyone that I knew that knew him was saying he's a bit of a druggie. And I'm thinking, me and Max are cool. So I'll ask Max, see if he can do anything. So you know, I'll drop him a text. Maybe 30 minutes or so go by, I get a reply back. He's gone, yeah, sure, I've got someone who can hook you up. So I'm like, oh, sweet. So I go home, back to mine from my girlfriend's, and I get some money out before I go home. I eat my dinner and stuff, and then Maxwell gives me another message. He's like, yo, do you want to pick up now? And I said, yeah, sweet one. So I go meet Maxwell near my old primary school because we live kind of close to each other, and my primary school is literally 5 minutes away from my house. So it's kind of like the in-between point. So I meet him, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, we've got to walk back past yours and all this," and I'm like, "Okay, okay." So we walk past mine, and literally diagonally across the road from mine, there's an Audi. If you don't know what an Audi is, you're not from England. That's all I can say. Actually, I think they got them in Australia, but that's besides the point. So we go behind Audi's, and this is like some sketchy place. Like, people have been stabbed behind here, like all sorts. Main reason people go behind there is to trade drugs, but oh well. So yeah, I'm waiting with Max, you know, waiting for the guy to show up. He finally shows up, and you'll never believe it. I know the guy that was selling us weed. His name's Connor. I'm not gonna debate his second name, but his name's Connor, and we went to primary school together, which was absolutely crazy. I'm like, yo, how are you, bro? I haven't seen you in ages, and like all that, you know, just chatting. And I remember he he went to give me the stuff, like, you know, that secret little handshake that you do when you trade drugs. He went to do that, and instead of giving him like the money, I put a baggie in his hand because I didn't know what was going on. So I put a baggie in his hand. He looks at me. He's like, "Bruv, where's the money? You gave me a baggie." And I was like, "Oh shit, sorry. Here you go." And I just whipped it out. So yeah, um, yeah, we just caught up for a bit. You know, spoke for about maybe 10 minutes or so, and then we went back to Max's. While at Max's, because I didn't have a grinder at the time, it actually came while I was out of my house. But we'll speak into that later on. So it came. So we went back to Max's, and I was like, "Can you grind it up for me and shit?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then we put it in a baggie, and I was like, "Since you helped me buy it, do you want to smoke some with me?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How about you put a .5 in, yeah, and we just do that?" And he said, "Well, I didn't say put a .5 in. I said, how about you put half in?" Because I didn't know my terminology. So he puts around a .5, maybe a .4 in. Mix it with some baccy, and then we smoke it. And I remember we had chairs sat out in his front outside his front door with some two chairs. We were just chilling, sitting there smoking. And then all of a sudden, you know, maybe it comes back to me for the third time because we were rotating it. Maybe it comes back to me for the third time and just, wow, that shit hit different. I can remember it started like tingling up my legs. Yeah, my whole body started tingling up from my legs upwards. And it just, you know, I had the giggles. Everything he said, I was just laughing and laughing and laughing. And it was just unbelievably funny. Like, he could have literally said, "Do you want some food?" And I'd been like laughing like it was the funniest thing ever said to man. Like, it was so stupid how much I was laughing. It was crazy. But yeah, so, you know, we're just sitting there chilling, smoking. He brought some of his weed out, and then we started smoking that as well. Then, I can't remember what his mate was called. Maybe Alex? Something like that. He came round for a bit. And, bro, this guy, yeah, he scares the fucking shit out of me. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm sitting there chilling. This guy comes. He's got some, like, fucking crackhead look on him, yeah? He's just, like, eyes wide open, fucking staring into your soul, yeah? Got this fucking clenching onto his jaw for dear life. He hadn't even taken anything, but he was just sitting there fucking, like, looking at you. And I'm like, fucking hell, stay the fuck away from me. So I go, like, even though I'm high, I'm feeling anxious now. I'm at my first ever paranoia stage. And I'm thinking, holy shit, this guy's a fucking crazy crackhead. Back then I used to think everyone was a crackhead if they just did the simplest of things. But anyway, so this guy's sitting there, his presence, he wasn't even doing anything wrong, now that I think about it, but his presence alone was just fucking mad. Like, if he was in an anime, his power level at that point would have been like 1 mil. No cap. Did I just say that? Jesus Christ. But anyway, so yeah, he was there. I ended up like speaking to him a bit. He's actually calm. He is actually calm. Nice guy. I think we ended up maybe smoking a bit of his weed as well. I don't know. I just remember I was really high that night. Really high. And I remember maybe onto the third joint, because I had one of Max's and then I had one of Alex's. And I think we were on the third joint, and my dad called me, and he goes, "How long have you been smoking weed for?" And I'm thinking, how the fuck has this guy already clocked on? This is my first time ever smoking. How does he fucking know? Right. And I was planning to... So, the reason he had found out is because I was already planning to start smoking weed. Don't ask why. Who the fuck plans to smoke weed, right? Weird as fuck. But anyway, so I had brought a grinder, not realising that you had to be 18 plus to bring in the fucking, like, package, because it was from Amazon, so you have to be 18 plus to bring in the package. So when it got delivered to my door, my mum got ID'd for it, and she was like, okay, what the fuck? So she's opened it up, saw a grinder, told my dad, and I'm like, oh fuck. So within the first day of smoking weed, already been caught. So it was kind of easy from that point onwards. Like, there's no need to lie now, I guess. So yeah, that I guess that's the plus side to it. I didn't have to lie. So yeah, my mum and dad just knew already. So that was good, right? But yeah. So I told my dad. I was like, there's I don't know, maybe a week. I don't know why I didn't just say today. But he was like, okay, blah blah blah, all that bullshit. You know, my dad. Truly, my dad did not care. My dad doesn't care about any drug I take, to be honest. He just tells me if anything goes wrong to call him, which, you know, is pretty fucking sick. Whereas my mum on the other side, she wants to literally fucking stab me with a knife every time I take if I even sprinkled a bit of weed in a fucking what's it? Like, if I sprinkled a bit of weed in a fag, she'd fucking stab me, mate. She hates me taking it. But, you know, my dad's cool about it, my mum's not. At the end of the day, it's your parents, respect their wishes. And, if you're doing shit they don't like, just do other shit they do like. Like, my mum wants me to be a plumber, being a plumber while smoking drugs. It's simples. Anyway, so, where the fuck was I in my story again? Oh yeah, I got off the phone to my dad. At this point, we had gone to the back of Maxwell's house. Like, yeah, because he had his speakers at his window, and they were like at the back of the house. So we were just listening to fucking tunes around. He has a table as well. We were just listening to tunes around this table. Yeah, we had all our fucking papers. No, that was a different day actually. No, I think But we did go around the back of his house and sit there for a bit, because I remember having to come back round and speaking to him. But yeah, and then I think it got round, like, we were just chilling. Oh shit, I dropped my controller. But we were just chilling for a bit longer. Got around 8, I think, and then I started going home. Yeah. Got around 8, started going home, and then when I got home, nothing really happened. No, I did actually. Tell me one thing that happens when you get high. Think about it. One thing that happens when you get high. The munchies. I raided the fridge like there's no tomorrow. I raided the fridge like we were rationing fucking World War II, mate. Wait, that makes no sense. I raided the fridge like we were after World War II, mate. I had so much food. I had like a whole packet of digestive biscuits, like the large ones. I probably had a whole packet of Pom Bears, like not like a whole packet as in like one small packet. I meant like I got a packet of 6 and just took the whole bag and had every like bag in there. I think I made myself toast. And the thing is, yeah, you're doing all this because you want food, but at the same time, you just can't be fucked. Like, you're sitting there like, oh, this is fucking long. And like, it is. Like, it is. When you're high, you just can't be asked to do anything. And like, considering it was my first time, mate, oh. But yeah, I ate and ate and ate. I think I might have talked to my friends that night on PlayStation. I'm not too sure. Because at the time, I didn't really want them to know that I was chilling with this Max guy. Because, like, he was known for being a little bit of a fucking drug lord. And my mates, yeah, they were all fucking like, oh my god, I can't believe you're smoking weed. Oh my god. Do you want to know what the funny thing is now? Every single one of them that judged me have now smoked weed. So, guess what? I'd see this as an absolute win. But yeah, at the time, they didn't want fucking... They just didn't want anyone to fuck it. I just didn't want them to know, really. So I might have spoke to him, or I might have just waited until it wore down a bit. I don't know. I can't really remember what happened the night when I got home. I either spoke to them or just went to bed. But that's it, really. That is the story of the first time I got high. If you want to see more of these videos, you have no. I mean, if you don't, you have no choice because I'm going to be making them anyway. Because you know what, I think these are quite enjoyable to me. And I quite liked telling everyone my experience. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be making more. Comment down below what drugs I should take next. Peace.